Why do we struggle to maintain practices and discipline when immersed in a group? There's a feeling of being tapped into the flow of something important, happening. There's a convergence of energies that is, to a degree, out of everyone's control. No one person can tell what activity will come next, what inside joke will burst into existence next. It feels as though the shared moment holds more sacredness than whatever moment we could be having alone. Some moments are more sacred than others, but it is hard to distinguish them, especially when it hasn't happened yet. I believe that when I am clinging to the shared group moments with too much attachment, it is because I don't have enough faith in myself to create the sacred moments on my own. I think it's important for individuals to be mindful of this balance between shared moments and private moments, but it can be very powerful for groups to be mindful of it as well. I rarely feel more supported and more seen than when a member of my group reminds me to dedicate time to a personal practice or exercise or a task I had said I wanted to do that day. In that moment, energy is being carried from the group to the individual, and when the private moment comes during the practice, I feel the group's presence with me. The opposite can also be true with groups that discourage individuals from taking their own time. You can feel unsupported and alone in your private time. My goal going forward is to be more disciplined and intentional with my energy in group settings, to be more confident in my instincts of when to take alone time, and to be more supportive of others in the same regard, holding them accountable when I can. This is something I wrote last night on a plane back from a short visit home, and it's something I've been thinking about recently because I've been spending a lot of time with friends and in community. I tried to make a video before this and edit it, and the editing process was annoying me, and the uploading process was not working, and I was just getting frustrated, so I decided I would make a new video and record it and just upload it without editing. And so that is what I am going to do. And my mind is being sidetracked from the original topic, but I am not going to resist it. I am not. In the first video, I was reiterating the same concepts over and over again, and then when I was editing it, I was like, I don't know if I like this, I don't know if this is authentic, I don't know if blah, 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 blah. And it just keeps on going on and on and on. And I would like to be able to create videos that are unscripted, where I am just talking at the camera, but that is a skill that I must practice, and I've been practicing it, sure. But I want to already be better at it. I am impatient, and I want to talk with eloquency about this subject of balancing awareness of myself separate from groups that I am hanging out in. And the ultimate goal is to not worry about what other people are thinking. I think that's what was happening in the first video, is I was worried about what other people were thinking, and that was shaping my words. I was speaking to an imagined person. I was speaking to some imagined people who might have opinions about what I would say. That's not my goal. So now that we've been sidetracked, let me see if I can get back on topic. I've been hanging out with groups. I've been hanging out with community. Community is awesome. I love my friends. But sometimes I need to dedicate time for myself in the day. I say sometimes. I need to dedicate a minimum amount of time to myself every single day, no matter where I am, no matter what I am doing. Through meditation, dancing in public, and running, those three practices are often the main ones I am thinking about. If not those, maybe some reading, maybe just a walk, maybe listening to music. My alone time is sacred. And as a person who has been depressed and isolated for a lot of my life, I find myself clinging to group settings very often. So maybe I'm in a friend group and we're hanging out, and I could take some time to go off on my own, or maybe take a drive back home to get some things done. And I'm scared of doing that because my mind has split again. There are different trains of thought. What should I say? Should I say this or should I say that? What are the implications of going down that rabbit hole? I don't care. And now I'm referencing myself, talking about myself, talking about this process, which always annoys me because it's redundant. It's redundant. You're watching a video about me talking about me watching myself making this video. There's so much repetition and redundancy, but in caring about that, I am doing the very thing that I said I didn't want to do, caring about what people think. Why? This is how my mind works. One subject to another subject to another subject, and if I am speaking while my mind switches subjects, I don't know which direction to go, which direction to speak in, so I just stop. I halt everything, and I'm like, look at me. Let's remove ourselves from this equation and look down on ourselves from a third person point of view. This video was supposed to be about something else, but now it's about this. Maybe I'll record another video. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? I'm getting myself into a pickle, a mental pickle. I am talking myself in circles. I am making things harder for myself than it has to be with video creation and not being satisfied with the videos, the one video that I created already and possibly this one. There's a wonderful storm brewing inside of me of anxieties and worries of things that don't relate to this whatsoever, and they are coming out. They are manifesting themselves in this practice. They would manifest themselves in another practice as well, but this is the one I'm doing right now, and it is making things difficult for me. And I will not know what to say while it is happening. I doubt every word that comes out of my mouth, and I will keep speaking because it is what I want to do. there's always an opportunity for a spiral as well. I wonder if this video is a good example of what a spiral looks like. Maybe I'll stop it here and watch it back, because I'm very much not talking about what I wanted to talk about originally. And if I had continued talking about it while ignoring anxieties and emotions, I don't know. How would that have gone? I don't know. I don't know, because I didn't go that way. I went this way instead of going that way. What do you want from me? What do I want from me? I don't know. It's been 11 minutes now, and I haven't said anything.